You click on the landlord section, which means those six questions got your attention. Good, because this page is built specifically for you. My name is Reverend Jas Sira, founder of Angel Moves. I've got over 30 years in local authority housing experience. I hold an accountancy law degree and I'm HHSRS certified. That matters because I will come back to that in a moment. I'm also Chartered Institute Public Finance Accountancy qualified. I've got the National Residential Landlords Association Renters Right Act trained. And we work alongside over 80 local authority enforcement teams and housing inspectors across England, right, virtually every single day. Right. So I'm not a solicitor, I'm not a letting agent. I'm here to help you understand what has changed and what you need to know about it. So I'm not here to rip you off or rob you off, right? Because I understand that as landlords, you are being penalized left, right, and center. Now, since the Renters' Right Act, a lot of people have jumped on the bandwagon. A lot of people are suddenly offering compliance advice and risk assessment services. But here is a question worth asking them: have they done the HHSRS training? Do they have the professional experience of working alongside local authority enforcement teams and housing inspectors on a daily basis? So these people, right, they go out there, they give you the advice here, but they have not got the training, right, where your risks, right, in your properties. In most cases, right, if you were to ask them their questions, they would answer no, they haven't got that experience, right? And that includes the majority of solicitors. Even housing specialist solicitors will not have the same professional on the ground experience that we have. We know what enforcement officers are trained to look for. We know how they build cases because we have done the same training and we work with them every single day. Right. That is why when we carry out a category one and category two risk assessment survey on your property, it's not just a tick box exercise. It is the same framework that an enforcement officer uses, and that is what protects you. Now, let me touch on what you saw on those four boxes because each one matters to you directly. Now, new legal duty on councils. The government has placed a legal duty on every local authority to investigate properties, not a power, a duty. They must act, right? Fines up to £40,000, no court required. Councils have superpowers. They can enter your premises, access your bank records, demand your emails and text agreements. No warning needed in many cases, right? Especially when it comes to if you've got letting agents, right? And they can come back and issue a warrant within 24 hours, right? So these are specifically designed to make it easier. So all these investigative plans are specifically designed to make it easier for them to build cases against you, the landlord. Tenants have also been given supervised multiple new complaint routes, right? Rent repayment orders going back to 24 months, Section 21 gone, and eviction is now made much harder. Unlawful eviction carries fines of up to £40,000 plus rent repayment orders on top of that, right? And you could also be facing imprisonment, right? Now, here's something else that has changed, right, in the landscape completely. Tenants are using AI. They're using tools like ChatGPT to educate themselves on their rights. They know what they can claim. They know the roots of complaint. They know how to challenge you, and they are acting on it now. But here is the problem: tenants are educating themselves, but but many landlords are not. That is the biggest trap. That is the biggest mistake being made right now. Tenants know about what they are entitled to. Right? Many landlords know about what they are obligated to provide. Here is the problem: tenants are educating themselves, and many landlords are not. That is the biggest trap. That is the biggest mistake being made right now. Tenants know more about what they are entitled to than many landlords know about what they are obligated to provide. So that is the massive gap there. The days of being a passive landlord are gone. This is business. This is your investment. And because money is being exchanged, the law requires two things above everything else. Number one, your property must be free of category one and category two hazards under HHSRS legislation. Number two, under the 2018 Homes Fitness for Human Habitation Act, your property must be fit for human habitation. If you and your agent could not answer any of those six questions on the homepage, you're at massive risk of fines, penalties, and potential imprisonment. It is on the government's website. I'm not making any of this up. And on top of that, 24 months of rent repayment orders. Just imagine if that happened to you. Right, where you got to pay your rent back, plus you got fines on top of that. That will cripple most landlords. Right. Being a good person does not make you a compliant landlord. An incident does not have to take place for them to fine you. They can investigate, they can build a case, and with the new investigative powers, they will. Now, I know that this can feel overwhelming. Many landlords are getting angry and frustrated. More costs, more compliance, more pressure. Understand that. But here's the truth, it's not as bad as it may first look. If you get educated and the right support and the right training, take the right steps, you can protect yourself. We are here to help you do exactly that. One thing I hear from landlords constantly is, I have a letting agent, they handle everything. I've got a guaranteed rent company. It's not my problem. I have to be straight with you. You cannot transfer your legal responsibility. They will come for you first as a landlord, as a property owner. And if your property is over 10 to 15 years old and you have not visited it recently, I strongly urge you to do that. Right? Even if it's with a letting agent or any other person, right? And book a free 30-minute consultation with us so we can tell you now what the biggest risks are that are in your specific situation. Your solicitor, your agent, the National Residential Landlords Association, they can tell you what the law says, but they cannot tell you how your local authority is enforcing it right now because it differs from authority to authority and officer to officer. We can because we work with them. We make it our business. So do not bury your head in the sand. This is a ticking time bomb, and the best time to act is right now. Scroll down this page and you'll find risk assessment surveys, compliance support, training, membership options, and consultation services. All built, and many of our other services are all built specifically for you, the landlords, right? And at the very least, sign up for a free membership today because your free membership, and book your free 30-minute consultation. Everything you need right now is below.